Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another video. And today I've got another giveaway for you, and this time we are giving away the Tier 8 British medium tank, the FV4202 P. Now, all what you have to do to enter this giveaway is leave a comment with !duck followed by your gamer tag and the console you play on. So that's leave a comment with !duck followed by your console and your gamer tag. Now the draw will end on Sunday the 17th of September, at which point I will let the winners know by responding to the comment of the winner and also updating the description of the video to let everyone know the winner is, and that will happen on Sunday the 17th. But now I've got two replays to show you to demonstrate the tank which you could potentially win, so I will stop rambling and let's just get on with this video. Okay, so here we are for the first map on Razarine. It is a tier 9 lobby and we're on Team Destruction. Now this tank, I would say it's a fairly average medium premium tank if I'm honest. You've got 226 penetration on your standard rounds, 258 on your APCR premium with 230 alpha. Now the armour is not that great, you know, it's got 10 degrees to gun depression, which is nice. And then when you hold down against sort of lower tier tanks, you can be bouncing a few shots. But the second you sort of start fighting, you know, tier 8 tanks and higher, a lot of them don't really struggle to penetrate your turret, you know, unless you've got a really good angle on them. So yeah, it's, you know, it's a little bit average, but I mean I like it just because it's British medium and I like the British medium, so I'm a little bit biased in that regard. But I would say the tank's fairly average. Now I've taken a pretty aggressive position straight away on this game. You know, I took a gamble on the cross. The sooner I do that, the less likely it is I'm going to take damage, because you want to get there before the enemy team have been able to get themselves onto these ridge lines. And now I'm in this position, I'm going to keep all the tanks proxy spotted, and they're not going to be able to poke on the ridge without getting shot or punished by a team behind me. I get one into the SU, but as you see, gets one straight through the turret armour of the tank. And yeah, but I think he does quickly get taken out, so at least we've got rid of that threat. And I'm just trying to take out this SCA2 here, just looking for slim shots. We get a nice shot in there, tracking him in place, and we're going to keep poking, just going to try and get rid of this tank while we've got the opportunity to. Get another one in, putting him onto about a 2-shot to us now, and he looks like he is going to retreat from that situation. But looking on the mini-map, as you can see, a lot of the enemy team have pushed to the north side of the castle, and now we've been able to clear up this side fairly quickly. I want to push over there as quickly as I possibly can to try and trap them in position before they're able to push around and kill our team in the north of the castle, are looking like they're in a bit of a bother there. But we have sort of denied this side of the map, and now I want to keep pushing. I want to get onto the castle and then maybe be able to get a hold down to try and deal with the tanks if they push off, or maybe they turn around to come and fight us. So we're looking to try and find where this SCA2 was earlier. I think maybe he's already got taken out potentially, and we're just going to push up to try and get some damage in. So there, the SCA1, sorry, does get taken out. Now we've got this AMX here. This is obviously an autoloader, so we have to be a little bit careful that he can clip us out. But again, I don't really want to hesitate too much, because we've got the advantage on this tank here, and I want to kill this tank while we have that advantage. So I'm trying to close down the distance as quickly as I can, so they're able to try and take him out. Now we've got him in sort of multiple angles, so if he turns to look at me, then the other teammates are going to be able to shoot him. When he turns to focus our teammates, I'm going to be able to shoot him. And that's the quickest way you can sort of take out tanks with minimising the damage you're going to take in return. And we do take out that tank, putting us onto 1500 damage and 1 kill. And then we've got this enemy tier 9 Shah behind us. I am going to push and kill this guy and help out our 2 friendly tanks, because it's just going to free up our 2 friendly tanks over here quicker if I come in and help. And I'm just going to try and get around there, like I say, and put this Shah in all sorts of problems, so he's not able to escape this situation. He's in the open. I don't know if he's dumped his clip or not. It's looking like he potentially is on reload. We get one shot in here and we set him on fire, and we quickly take out that Shah, putting us under 2,000 damage, picking up our second kill of the game. And now we're going to try and deal with the enemy teammates who have sort of left the hill area, and they're going to be almost sort of trapped in the bottom. And that's, you know, really what I was hoping for, because then we can sort of take control of the ridge line and shoot down onto these tanks, which is going to be ideal. We're still fairly healthy on the old hit point pool. We've still got 1,100 hit points. I only really took in that one shot, which we took at the start of the game. And I'm going to see if we can try and get some shots in. We spot an enemy medium crossing there. Got to be a little bit careful because I spotted this TD behind us. He's on a one shot, so we are going to try and confirm this kill if we can, which we do, picking up our third kill of the game. And now there's only 3 enemy tanks remaining. So this first one is a little bit of a waffle swamp there in the end. But we're just going to try and pick up the kill on this heavy, which we do, picking up our 4th kill of the game. So we have got a potential top gun if we're quick enough. We've seen the Panther, he's still fairly healthy. We want to get there as quickly as we possibly can. So we're going to try and get round, and then, yeah, I mean, this is kind of partly my fault, if I'm honest with you, looking back at this. But yeah, I wanted to try and get to that Panther as quickly as I can before he gets taken out by you know, the enemy team. I want to get as much damage out of this as I can. I'm just going to full send in. We're going to try and get another shot in. We do set him on fire, putting us onto the 5th kill with the potential top gun if we're lucky. It's just that standard B. Now we can see he's fairly healthy, but he's getting shut down by enemy team. He's losing the hit points, and we just got to hope now we can get over there to see if we can get, you know, any last damage in. Yeah, I think he's left on a one shot there now, so if we do get there in time, we might be able to pick up the top gun. It's just whether our friendly team there get there before us. Like I said, this one was yeah, a bit of a stomp by our friendly team. I mean, partly because we pushed aggressively and cleared that that area before we was able to push onto the town, and because we was able to kill them quickly, we was able to come behind the enemy team and then put them in an awkward situation. The next replay I've got is actually a bottom tier lobby as well, so you'll see us against the full tier 10s. So yeah, we're just going to try and get over and see if we can find this standard B. He must be around here somewhere. I'm hoping he's just going to spot me, and at that point I'm going to get detected and he might shoot and lose his camo rating. So we're thinking he's around here. He's definitely here. He's targeting, he's looking at us. I'm just waiting for him to shoot me so we know where he is, see if we can spot him. And we do spot him, and we quickly get that shot in and able to pick up the top gun right at the last minute, bringing this then to replay number 1. So let's see how we got on before we move on to the final replay. We managed to get 6 kills, 3,400 damage, 200 assistance, and the ace tanker there. So that is the end for replay number 1. The final replay coming up, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so here we are for replay number 2. This time we are on Overlord. There is 2 enemy light tanks, 2 enemy fun police, and we are bottom tier, so this is a tier 10 lobby. So initially we're going to push to the centre of the map because we don't know where the enemy team are going to push. So being in the centre of the map is a good place to be in a medium tank, and then you can adjust accordingly to what is going on. So we're going to push. We can use this little bit of a rock for a cover, and we're just going to see if we spot anything at the start of the game. We do get detected. It's this light tank who's poked up quite high, so we do get a shot into him there, picking up our first penetration of the game. And we're just waiting to see if we can get any more shots in. But having a little look on the mini-map, it looks like a lot of our team have actually pushed towards the beach, which is never really a great idea, I don't find, because if all your team go to the beach, then you basically deny yourself a lot of map control, and you can't put yourself in a lot of an awkward situation. So because of that, I don't feel safe here near the 0 line, because there's 2 enemy tanks pushing down the 0 line on bottom tier. It's not great, and I feel like I'll probably end up losing that engagement. So I'm just going to fall back to the middle where there's also a lot of the enemy tanks, and try and help deal with these as quickly as I can. Try and get a lot of that, as much damage in. I've got a TD covering me. I've got the fun police covering me, but I'm trying to get some shots into this tier 10 light tank here. It looks like he's going to full send in, Thankfully our TD hits his shot and he takes a lot of punish for that engagement, and he doesn't actually get a shot into us. We get one back into him, putting him onto probably a 2-shot to us, maybe a 1-shot to our other tanks. And we're going to try and go around and punish this and just get rid of this light tank as quickly as we can. We put another shot into him, leaving him onto a 1-shot. Now don't push all the way around. As you can see, the 1 line, or the 0 line, looks like it is lost now. So tanks potentially are going to start coming behind us, which is not good. Like I say, that can happen when you all just go down the 1 line, because you just deny yourself that sort of control of the map. We're looking to try and get the finish in the light tank. We do take out the light tank, which is nice, and we just notice an enemy tier 9 waffle is now pushing round, which we will be able to get shots in. He gets heavily punished and fires, so we know he's on reload, and we're just going to go in and we're going to give him a little love tap, see if we can finish him off, which we do. We do lose a bit of hit points for it, but I think it was worth it. Get a shot into this Turan. Now I've got to be careful with this Turan. He could always 1-shot us because, yeah, it's a Turan. But he falls back down to the beach, and it looks like we're actually potentially losing this beach engagement now. So I'm going to try and help our team by shooting down upon these tanks. See if we can get any shots in, try and help them out. So we get a nice shot into this Victoria, but now we're going to fall back because we've noticed again, so the tanks on the 0 line have started to push towards our base. An enemy Ferdinand gets spotted behind us, but obviously that's a tank with no turret. We're not going to go and engage that tank there. We're going to go and try and help our base out and get the shots in while the opportunity is there, while the tanks cross, because once they've got all the way over, we probably won't have shots in. So we want to try and make sure we can punish these while the opportunities presents itself. We get a nice shot into the tier 10 medium tank. E75 is crossing. He gets tracked. It's a good track shot, and now I'm going to try and retrack him. Unfortunately I'm not able to, but we do get a penetration shot in. Gets put in a 1-shot by our friendly teammate, and then we get the finishing kill, confirming that threat. Still very, very close game. We've had to sort of quite fight hard for this one, the fact that we didn't have a lot of control of this map. We're going to try and get the finish on this medium tank. Unfortunately we bounce him, and then this Ferdinand on the right comes round for us. So now we're going to have to pay our attention to this tank. We actually do bounce a shot there. We are hold down, like I say. I mean, sometimes a turret can work, but a lot of the time, they just go straight through it. But this time, we've actually, it is working for us. We're able to get a couple of shots into the lower plate of this tank, and he is backing up. We have lost the beach now, so we need to kill this tank quickly. Get a tracking shot in, and he's getting punished by our teammates, and we do then take him out, which is good. And now we know where the remaining tanks are. The remaining 3 tanks have actually pushed down to the beach. We've got the 2 enemy fun police, which is a bit of a concern. I'm going to try and cut these off, because I'm assuming they're just going to keep pushing down the beach, and then if they do so, they're going to push into a nasty little crossfire. I wait for a second before I poke for this Conqueror, so he actually commits, and now he's committed. There's no escape. We're just going to be able to try and get some shots into this tank, and we should be able to take him out. The main threat is the fun police could shoot us here, which is not ideal, but we want to try and take away this tier 9 Conqueror, who has got a stock turret. We put him onto a 1-shot. Hopefully we should be able to get the finish here. We do get the finish, and that puts us onto our 5th kill. Enemy grill is into our base now, but our friendly light tank's going back for him, and I feel fairly confident that light tank was doing a good job, but he should hopefully be able to deal with the grill, because obviously it's got no turret. It doesn't turn very well. If you get behind it, you're going to be able to take it out. So I'm just going to push to the enemy fun police. Judging by where the shots were firing, I suspect that both of them are actually on the beach. Our friendly light tank does take out the grill. It's just the 2 fun police, and I'm pretty confident I'm going to spot them over this beach. Yeah, definitely am now. I've just seen that shot fire. There's definitely at least one of them, and if we do spot them, we're going to put them in some trouble here. So we get a nice shot in there. We have to sort of over peak that too much to get shots there, so we're just going to readjust our position and try and get these shots in. Obviously these, if they stay like this, these artilleries, they're just going to get shot by our fun police. If they run, I'm going to shoot them. You see our back chat does take out one of them. We're just trying to get as much damage in as we possibly can here. Get another shot in. We're going to try and get another one in. I suspect he's going to get taken out by our fun police or our friendly light tank. But yeah, he does get taken out, but we do pick up the assistance for it, and we go on to have a really nice game, considering we were like bottom tier in that engagement. So we get 5 kills, we get 5,000 300 odd damage there, 2,400 assistance. Definitely get the ace tanker, get the kamikaze medal and the high caliber. So nice really game there, bottom tier. So yeah, there you go. Just remember to leave a comment with !duck if you want to enter the giveaway, and also let me know your gamer tag and console, because I will need that when it comes to crediting your the potential winners. So thank you so much for your support, and happy tanking.
Enemy in sight. Hadouken!